All right. Well, Thirsty is another one that someone requested that I say something about. And so first about the music, Thirsty is a song that I wrote in an attempt to write a very straightforward, straight ahead kind of classic rock song. And it does not have a lot of the complex chords from my earliest writing, which was very jazz influenced and very Steely Dan influenced. And I do remember that we had watched The Last Waltz recently, and the Van Morrison song Caravan was in my mind. And Thirsty isn't at all a ripoff of Caravan. It's not even all that similar, but that was just in my mind as far as the vibe. And the music of Thirsty, you know, it's got this descending major key bass line. La, da, 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 da. And that is such a common thing. There are so many songs that use that. I mean, we tripped to light Fandango, or I read the news today, oh boy, or well, I remember when we used to sit, you know, all these great songs just use that exact same little chord progression. It's quite common, quite nice. And so Thirsty was a departure for me, that I was going to write something that plain and that simple, and it was a sign of where I was going more as a writer and where I am now, which is probably one of the reasons why I still love to play Thirsty. I think it holds together and suits me now really nicely. And as far as the lyrics of Thirsty, well, when I talked about Goodnight Gretchen, I said that wasn't about anything from real life, and that it was an amalgamation of things real and secondhand and fictional. Well, Thirsty is the opposite. Thirsty was really about real life, a real life relationship and real life heartbreak. And I was thinking about this before making this video. The reason why we write so many songs about real life heartbreak is it makes you feel better. It transforms it into something that feels like it has some meaning, and it's very comforting. And so that's why we do it. And I've done it many times. And so Thirsty is one of those. And as far as the chorus, it rained a fallen angel in the night. It rained a promise of sunlight. That came from reading the Tom Robbins novel, Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, which I think Michael Weiss had suggested it to me. It was either Michael or John suggested that I read that, and I remember reading that and Still Life with Woodpecker in quick succession while on tour with God Street Wine. And I think in Even Cowgirls Get the Blues, I don't have a copy of it anymore, and it's been so long, so I'm not 100% sure. But I think there's a passage towards the end of the book where it goes, and it rained, da-da-da-da, and it rained, da-da-da-da-da, and it rained all these things. And I was very moved by the poetry of that passage, and I just stole it for the chorus of Thirsty. I'm pretty sure that I just ripped it off. I changed the words, but the literary device of "and it rained such and such a thing," and it rained such and such a thing, that I stole that from that passage in the Tom Robbins book. And you know, I hope if he ever hears about it, he's okay with it. It works nicely in the song. When Aaron sang this in God Street Wine, we do it in B flat. When I do it as a solo acoustic, I do it in E flat with capo 3, in case any of you guitarists are out there paying attention. I was thirsty. I thought you might pour me a drink. 40 days in the desert, 'cause I needed time to think. I was lonely. I thought you might comfort me. 40 dreams of darkness I thought would make me see. And after all our nervous Monday morning glances, and after all our $1.99 romances, and after you had failed to save me, the sky opened up and forgave me. And it rained, a fallen angel in the night. And it rained, a promise of sunlight. And it rained, a prayer to a lost king. And it rained, the answer to everything. Now I'm empty, let the rain wash me down. Pretty soon the ice will melt and the birds will be back in town. Now I'm moving, but I got nowhere to go. Pretty soon you'll hear from me or see me at the show. And after all the times I spied on you undressing, and after all our tender conical caressing, and after you had failed to save me, the sky opened up and forgave me. And it rained, a fallen angel in the night. And it rained, promise of sunlight. And it rained, a prayer to a lost king. And it rained, the answer to everything. Just one more Sunday that I had to see that nobody's really what they seem to be. And it so hurts my pride to get shut outside. And when I gave up all my high hopes for you, when I gave up all the things that I thought I knew, when I finally saw that nothing is true, I had nothing to say and nothing to do. And it rained, a fallen angel in the night. And it rained, a promise of sunlight. And it rained, a prayer to a lost king. And it rained, the answer to everything. Oh, the answer to everything, yeah, yeah. And one footnote. If you haven't spent a lot of time out west, Conoco is a gas station chain. We don't have it on the East Coast, but you see it out in Colorado and Utah and California. And that's what that reference is. All our tender Conoco caressing. We're in a car in the parking lot of a Conoco making out. That's what that is. So, if you have any other songs of mine that you'd like to hear more about, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the Dr. Low YouTube channel. And thank you all so much for watching and listening. I really appreciate it. And we'll see you next time.